106. The human being's personal representations of their principles are indeed perceptible through words, as are also their descriptions of their own preferences and special qualities, and so forth. But the real inner presentations about the actual inner nature and actions of the human being are inaudible, and, as a rule, different to that which is freely described. 107. When the human being sees or hears something good or positive that they themselves have not yet put into practice, then they should not be afraid that they cannot also do this. It needs only effort and striving for. May the human being never hesitate to also ask human beings who are more unknowing and uneducated than themselves about sense and purpose and about other things, and learn from them. The human being ought not to only be disposed towards their own kind, rather also to those who are of lesser knowledge and education. 109. The human being ought not to have only an active inner nature, rather they should also be connected to learning, in order to nurture progress through these two values together. 110. A truly wise human being nurtures 7 things regarding being human. 1. They are modest in their leading of life. 2. They are modest in regard to their fellow human beings. 3. They are deferential and respectful in dealing with and in duty in regard to their fellow human beings and all life forms. 4. They are truly magnanimous towards their fellow human beings and all life forms. 5. They are truly generous to their fellow human beings. 6. They are fair and honest in dealing with and regarding duty to their fellow human beings. 7. They are filled with love for all life, both for human beings and animals, as well as for plants and everything which exists. 111. Acquaintanceships or friendships may last a long time, as is also the case with relationships with relatives. However, pertaining to all of these relationships is that, if peace and reciprocal connectedness are to be maintained, all ought to be shown the same amount of deference and respect as was given right from the beginning. 112. Before a human being acts, everything must be thoroughly considered, so that the source of possible errors is kept as small as possible. 113. As long as it goes well for the human being, they play the strong and knowing one. But if it goes badly for them, then they play the weak and unknowing one. To do that is not only an abomination, rather it is also of low intelligence which can scarcely be matched by anything. 114. The human being should not recall earlier errors and badness of their fellow human beings, so that they do not reap resentment and hate. 115. Ingratiating words and appearing with exaggerated respect before one's fellow human beings creates resentment, just as much as does the false pretense of being well disposed towards the human being next to oneself. 116. It is only seldom that honesty is found in the human being to the degree that one recognizes one's own errors and charges oneself with them inwardly. But exactly that must be necessary work, so that the mistake is remedied and learnt from, and thereby progress is guaranteed. 117. one may find many a human being who is honest and upright, but unfortunately, as a rule, they lack the keenness for learning real truth and knowledge. 119. A human being may seethe with rage, but they must not pass this on to others. 120. Whoever truly learns and lives according to progress, as well as true knowledge and the truth, will not commit an error of the same form for a second time. 121. A truly human being helps and gives to the needy, but they do not help to increase the prosperity of the rich. 122. When the human being striving for that which is new, for knowledge, truth, and progress, is not tended and nurtured to a considerable degree, then everything is neglected or is already given up shortly after it begins, whereby the human being limits themselves from the start. 123. When the human being learns, then may they be a student according to the kind of all noble and sublime ones. However, never according to the kind of the ignoble, dishonest, base, and villainous. 124. A righteous human being never boasts about their merits, nor about their deeds, nor about their work or intelligence. 125. If a human being's distinct characteristics are more marked than their decency and their education, then they have not enjoyed a good childhood and have educated neither their character nor personality. 126. If, with a human being, their education alone is formed, but good manual skills as well as solid characteristics are lacking, then there is no basic life consistency.